Hello everyone, it is I, Garlina Skeet. Welcome back! I'm no longer sicko mode, for the most part. I'm excited. Okay, she's back. Hey innkeeper. Hello, it's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week, to be exact. And you already miss me? A little. Did she take a quest from me? I don't remember. Cute. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Duria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll loosen my tongue. I feel like this job drained me of all my social energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a deal to me. Alright, something that'll make her tongue loose. That's on the cusp of being inappropriate. Loosen that tongue. The sunny breeze. No. Blow your stresses leading to enhanced charm. That's not quite. Infused with confidence and agility makes it. Oh no. Bubbling your newfound sincerity, confidence. No. Okay, 1,000 wins. So enjoying it for sure. Avoiding unwanted questions. I guess we'll give her a sunny breeze. I think that's our best bet. Yeah. We'll do a sunny breeze. But for a sunny breeze, we need an infusion. Hold on. A honey flower should be good. Yeah. Okay. Give a honey flower. Oh. And then I think there's 1 or 2 those. Yes, sunny breeze. Order up. Here you go, ma'am. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I'm so glad this turtle is back. Look at him. He's so happy. He's like, hey, can I have a sip? I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine. A deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of 2-headed sheep. Apparently that darn star fall damaged her barn and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the 2 brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out. Right before their shearing appointment. And of course the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Duria at the moment. It seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these last few weeks. So local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their flocks and fences. Oh, interesting. Duria seems to be very unsafe at the moment, at least if your cattle, a few animals have not returned home. Wait. Unusual amount of undead. Is Duria in the west? No, yeah, it is in the west. I'm too lazy to read that. I don't need to read it. I can put 2 and 2 together. Or can I? Or where are my... Here are my rumors. Duria! Spawning the worst thing of all budget discussions. Oh. I get the feeling I will be able to make a quest pretty soon here. Carol? No. Yeah. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. That's someone being you. Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep? You got it. They're impossible to get moving. Impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands, of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. Sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there was apparently one thing that gets their full attention. You got any guesses on what that magical tool might be? I have... Oh, they came in! Oh, hello! Oh, they look cool. Clovers! Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. Few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Wait, the turtle's gone. It's all shriveled up. Oh, he's back. Wah! Oh, he's standing up. Lovely. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Keep your secrets in. I was so mysterious, innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me back there. I didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that wrong, Jade. I never befriend someone like her. I have taste. Oh, you have taste? Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, innkeep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival's waiting for a drink. How old am I? Preferably one that'll restore my energy. Those sheep make my old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. I got you. So, let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry. She might not look like it, but her drinks are actually really good. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Okay. Something to restore her energy. What would that be? She wants a sword drink. We don't have too many sword drinks. We have the Sailor's Courage and the Southern Brawler. That's it. Sailor's Courage, a lot of strength, strong charisma, and ability to know fear, perfect all around her. Well, almost. Spinach not included. Let's give her the Southern Brawler. Why not? Simple drink. I don't think she wants anything extra, probably. There we go. Southern Brawler. There you go. I like her jellyfish jacket or flannel. That's cool. Wait, she has little stars on her arms and on her face. That's so cute, actually. Lots of like other mini stars. So cute. Oh, wow. Impressed? Oh, don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jay told me you're retired now? Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade? Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer, but this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew Clover's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy. She gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Ida. I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. What am I gonna do with gems? But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Ooh, citron? What was that? Oh, wait, what? Wait, oh, citron. Una. What did I just unlock? Oh well. Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. Wait, I love that. That's so good. Wait, oh, the end of her arm is a crochet hook. Oh, that's actually so good. Didn't get this hook put on for nothing. Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. Oh, let's see it. I've been rivals with Una long before this story even began. She wasn't an adventurer back then, but is retired now. Even put a crochet hook onto the stump of her arm. But there are things about her that'll never change. I'm pretty sure she'll never stop stacking that deck, for example. Oh, is she a cheater? She's an arcane engineer. That's sick. She's only 68. Wow. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. You wish. Alright. Jade, be on guard. You worried about me? I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating. I doubt that's changed. So, you're saying you've lost against her? More than once, yes. Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen, Innkeep. If your opponent is obviously cheating, like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now, watch how a real master does it. Oh? Will I get to see what happens? Okay, some time has passed. Oh. Oh, hi. Good day. I have returned, Innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Onwar, and welcome. Look at it, his face. He's like a little puppy dog. This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of the world. Oh yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. Oh, you don't need to do the whole thing. The whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise it sounds so formal. Like talking to one of those craft people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay it is then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? Oh, that would be a fun trade, right, Thea? I think I would welcome it as well. Then what can I get you? Please go ahead. Oh my. You've got a lot of stuff on the menu. Oh, he's shaking! How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? Oh, that sounds nice. Let's go with that. Oh, 1 minute? Okay. He's strong. He's a strong fella. Let's give him the sailor's courage. You got this, bro. Oh, should we give him... Oh, we have to give him a infusion. Let's see. Citron? Oh, we just got this ingredient. Okay. Blessed with the divine magic of dragons. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Okay, we'll give him the citron then. Fun new ingredient. No, I didn't mean to... Oh, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, just 1 star. Boom, and... Oh, no, we don't want the southern brawler, though. There we go. Sailor's courage. Order up. There you go. A 6-pack for a 6-pack. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Oh, thank you. Oh, he's blushing. Now, Miss Onward, what would you like? I need some of that liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't this be the right time to relax? There is no such time. Alright. Then I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. What does she want? Some vigilance? She wants one of those shield drinks. Should we just give her something basic? Give her a Frosted Lagoon. Yeah, no. Nothing special, just a plain old drink straight off the menu. There we go. Order it. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy! I could do with something less diluted, but you're right, it's delicious. Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. You think I should start with the seashells? No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith, specifically at the local Gaia temple. So I've been told. Mostly about that wobbling ooze. Ah, yes, that was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides their fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But unfortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say, the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I was just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like the one. Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. As a local settlement of Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into the giant sequoia? Sequoia? I don't know, man. That holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure that they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought those were art projects. Common misconception. It sounds more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. Or what? If you freeze them, they would make for good ice cubes. Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that. Eventually, I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement. Did they understand your definition of strange? After some explanation, they told me about how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps, just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something and that it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign, because it promised adventure. Oh, seems like an understatement, majorly. I mean, it did end up in some kind of adventure. Investigating disaster is not an adventure. It is a necessity of dire circumstances. I had fun. That makes 2 of us. It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon. Or the humpback whale, I suppose? What else would I be summoning? Oh, maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Right, sorry, yeah, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing dragonhead tritons and fluttering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable. Obviously. I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell, and one happened to be among his offerings. I also just thought she was decorating the beach and that she could do with more color. You weren't wrong, in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Singed Tia's hands, too. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for your beach decorating, or your very own ritual, Clay? I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? Man, the other 2, they must be playing cards this whole time. They're just over there. I wonder... It's a intense battle over there, I bet. I tried to. They're very nice. Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessings rest upon him. Oh, she's blushing. Oh my gosh, they make a good couple, don't you think? Don't they look good together? Fantastic. It is. Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yeah, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astraean creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you've swept them in there, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult, or so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite. It just beckoned them home, through a celestial hug of sorts. So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea? That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous. It is? But echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived there for quite a while, I think. They must have gone here somehow. They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes once, but for a long time it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Maybe we're just overcomplicating things. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires a meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards. Even your Astraean friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim to get pulled back by the currents eventually. I imagine what would happen to you if you went I can't speak now, and unprepared. But the Fae on Kelpie Island weren't from Gaia either. And they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us again after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes. So the portals haven't always been there? I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. Oh, you're right. We're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language. So you asked him for help. Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but... Oh, but you didn't have to. Right. That, obviously. Thank you very much, Clay. Oh my gosh. These two would make a good couple. Anytime. So, I summoned it. The ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful. It was, in a way. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look happy at all about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen with the coolness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second, we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes, like he wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whether he knew outweighed my fear. Oh. You knew what it needed, Clay? Oh, not completely, but I knew that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry, when you want to fight because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show that I wouldn't mean any harm, and I held out my last conch shell in my hands. It took a moment to overcome the instinct to mistrust, but then it picked up the shell gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against its cheek. I wanted to know it wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust. Its tears turned to ice before they even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with potent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Threw a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic creature. I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead, and the ice burned away, freeing it of the endless chill. It was quite sweet. That's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion is that that's not usually possible. Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like. Tia's support was very helpful. I'd hope so. Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs, huh? We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about your appearance. It cared more about all the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color, and that it tasted horrible. But it thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. Wow, very rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Yeah, do you ever get angry? No. I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. Okay. You forgot divinity. Thank you. I did. Luckily its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands, and we get a lot of snow in the winter. Really? I wouldn't have been able to tell you were from a very cold area with all the skin you're showing. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out. The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a cursed cold and was slowly spreading throughout its entire body. It tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder, till even its brain was freezing over. It couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hardest thing it could find. A star. A star. A giant one at that. It looked deceptively small, contained in its belly. But apparently it was one of the biggest ones in the night sky had to offer. The East Star. It ate Pharos? The guiding star of the endless seas? I have no idea what any of that is. It doesn't mean much to me at all. It did. And it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened, but it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad. To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. It was hurt and scared. It should have endured instead of hurting others. Wow. I was alone. I didn't know all that would happen. And count itself lucky you were both there to help. It didn't, I'm sure it tried its best. Yeah, I think the whale's pretty lucky that they were there. Indeed. I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused. I don't care about could-haves, I just care that we were there to help. Did you also manage to free it of the stars in its stomach? No. Frostbite may be gone, but that star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind. A sun humpback whale. Wow, that's cute, that's cute. And probably the last one too, as all other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again. And in turn, that whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. Well, there's still some stars in the sky because obviously it's daylight out, right? Oh wait, didn't they like talk about like wizards doing like a fake sun or something? Or did I pull that from like some other thing? I don't know. But obviously the sun is there. The sun is a star. But I think the sun is fake. We'll see. We will never be able to see the night sky again. And in turn, that whale must forever live with its gills nestled in its stomach. You're right. Some things are never changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. I like it when he blushes. He looks so cute. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into this traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with the little whale charms on them. Wait, really? I don't see it on your wrists. Put them on. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. Oh, okay. That's very nice of you. Right, Tia? They're a hazard for fights and can get caught in things. I just don't think she's ready to open up. I think that's the real issue at hand. I'm sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop. That's... She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious, what is it? Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's a very pretty mosaic. The shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Supposedly, this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So, yeah, aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? Oh. Yeah, Tia? Aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? I suppose I am. You really are? You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it. I think someone like you could do anything if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Stellar work, team. You two keep it up. Will do. Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale, you found out why the stars fell, you even made new friends? What more could you want? We still haven't the slightest idea who caused all this. An angry humanoid figure? And that is who exactly? Well, we can rule out you, me, and the innkeeper. We can rule out you and me. Ouch! Girl! I'm only in the tavern. You never see me outside. No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly, someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity the likes of which we have never seen before. Don't worry much about it, girlie. This is just kind of how oblivions are around here. I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often have you seen the stars fall from the sky? There were times. I was asleep when it happened. And now that it's over, there goes my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. Should not. No, you should not wish to witness such horrors. Huh? Some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love. When I was at your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did at one point or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up a quest if it worries you, and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And even then, someone's always going to save the world in the end. And that someone's going to be me. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Okay. Well, we just gave her, like, a basic Southern Brawler, right? Yeah, we did. Do another Southern Brawler. Right? That's what she's asking for? Yes, yes, yes. Easy. Easy, simple drink. She can defend herself. She doesn't need no fancy infusions to get by. Southern Brawler. Order up. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me. Well, this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad, depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. And I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. Oh, they're still playing. I feel like they would have been done with the game by now. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine. Yeah. Are you dying? No, she was purely speaking in the hypothetical. Well, I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But, you know, maybe we should listen to her advice, at least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes. I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. Wow, she's so mean. Do you think retirement is a failure? One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. The latter. She was right about one thing though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I've never come across anything like this anywhere in the Arbiter's art library. Granted, the Arbiter has only been standing for a little over 2 decades now. Its library can't be that vast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something. Good idea. But that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the great 7 Amaiden archives, the Gaian one to be specific. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? No. Not much of a librarian, unfortunately. I can't even read a stupid manuscript within 25 years. Disappointing. Rumor unlocked. Where is that rumor? The Maiden archives once held the infinite knowledge of the cosmos. The guy in Everbloom could hide answers no one is quite ready for. Well, you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here. Of course, I can do that. Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. Take that terrible task off your hands then. Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, Innkeeper. This is very short notice. I'm already like giving coupons for this swamp spa out, you know, and I got a manuscript to read. I'm quite busy. As are disasters, typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning. Okay, fine. In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do. People to help. Prayers to consult. Uno's right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa. Yeah, exactly. I'm working on handing those out. Fine. I'll take 1 or 2. Though they won't be put to much use. I rest now. Who will this world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. Bye. It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time. Oh, don't worry. I'll go with her and make her some soup. Aw, buddy! Get you a clay. Everybody needs a clay in their life. Soup always helps me when I have a headache. And it looked like she was having a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes! Yes, please! Soup is awesome! I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? Oh, no, thank you, Clay. Anytime! Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day! Oh, that's good. I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little better. Actually, I was thinking I could use those shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with the anger that has nowhere to go. You like being angry? No, I don't. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try and keep her. Thank you. Ah, Clay. Ah, Clay's a sweet and gentle half-giant. Oh, he's a half-giant! He's handsome! He loves animals and can communicate with them, a skill no one should underestimate. He believes in the good in people and is exceptionally empathetic. On the other hand, he is also a very strong and remarkable fighter. Okay. I hope you can find a way back to yourself too. Thank you, Clay. Me too.